Everybody, it's Melanie and Tacoma Girl, and I'm coming at you with another nightmare story time. But first, please go back and view my content. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of good information on there on how to keep your costs down with your cars. It's called preventative driving. That's what I call it. So it kind of make you pay attention to the road, and it'll keep money in your pocket. Okay, so please go back and follow along for more and view that content for me. So today for my nightmare story time, I'm talking about CarShield. Okay, so do you all have CarShield out there? And if so, is it a scam to you? Are you satisfied with it? Because what I read, a lot of these people aren't satisfied with their CarShield policy. But I did a little digging as to what CarShield was all about, and it operates much like your auto insurance. So your auto insurance, you pay into them monthly, and if there's an accident and it's your fault, they have to pay out. Now there's deductibles. Everybody has different deductibles depending on what your premiums are. So CarShield, much like that, they do have some deductibles that you might have to pay for a rental if you want to get a rental reimbursement. So you have to be careful with that. But what I found, I just put in CarShield in Facebook, and what came up was like these different groups that people made, and one of the ones that caught my attention was Scam by CarShield. So I went in there and I looked at what people were posting, and some of the things I saw was a gentleman called in and he wanted a quote with CarShield. Well, the representative didn't want to let him get off the phone. He kept pushing for him to purchase the quote, and he kept telling him, I need to talk with my wife. I need to talk with my wife. So he basically hung up on him, and they kept harassing him for days after that. So be careful. Now you can fill out a quote online through their website, but you still are probably going to put in personal information, you like name, address, phone number, email address. So they're probably going to harass you that way as well. So when you're calling in for a quote with these companies like this, be careful, please, because if you're not sure if you're going to get it or not, they can harass you and call you and send you emails, and it can just be a whole nightmare for you. So I actually went into the website on CarShield, and I see that they have 6 different policy tiers that you can purchase. Now it ranges anywhere from the very basic up to the very most expensive, where you have the most coverage. Now, the most expensive, which is the diamond level that they call it, they said it operates much like the manufacturer warranty. So when you purchase a new vehicle from a dealership, you have a 3-year manufacturer warranty or 30,000 miles, whichever comes first, bumper to bumper, and that's going to pretty much cover everything that goes wrong within that first 3 years or 30,000 miles if something does go wrong. But after that, you don't really have anything. You still have your powertrain warranty. Most cars come with that. Read in your owner's manual in your warranty book, because I think on mine, I have like 60,000 mile powertrain and or 10 years, whichever comes first. So, but when you're purchasing a older vehicle, say 15 years old, and it has like 100,000 miles or it has 90,000 miles on it, you're not going to have any of that. So that's could be what prompts people to get CarShield. But you have to do your due diligence. As I stated, these different levels of tier policies may not cover everything. So they're very basic. From the motorcycles to the ATVs, you wouldn't really purchase that for a car. You would go, it kind of seems like people either go to silver or gold policy. But you have to read what all that covers. So say if your engine blows up or your transmission goes, like they advertise on TV, they probably aren't going to cover a new engine or a new transmission. Even at the diamond level, I actually went into their sample covering on their diamond level, and it said nothing about covering engine and transmission, if your engine blows up or if your transmission goes. So I doubt it. If your engine or your transmission goes, if that's what you're looking for, I don't think CarShield is it. I think if your engine or your transmission goes, you're either going to have to replace it yourself, or you're just going to have to go get a new car. I wouldn't count on CarShield to replace it, because it doesn't seem, I didn't find anywhere where they replace engine or transmissions. Maybe parts, they replace certain parts, but not the whole thing. But they advertise for that, so be careful with that. Please do your due diligence. So is CarShield a nightmare? Well, I actually went to the Better Business Bureau as well, and I looked up CarShield, and yes, it is a nightmare, because there's over like 2,000 complaints with CarShield where people have taken their cars into garages to get repaired, and they either get denied a claim probably for something that they didn't that they don't have the coverage for, or it's just taking too long because the garage and Car Shield are not talking to each other. Also, I saw on there's a lot of scams on the customer side that they're trying to avoid, which is, I mean, it's part of business. They don't want to get scammed too. So what the garage has to do, they have to take pictures of the repairs and the parts that need to replace it, and then they have to send it into Car Shield, and then they have to view it and probably approve it, and that could take time as well. Also, they do offer rental reimbursement. This is what I was talking about. You may pay a deductible on that. So, but I did see there's a lot of people on there that aren't getting covered for their rental, so you have to be careful with that. So please do your due diligence, because Car Shield, they work much like an auto insurance company. They just want to take your money, you know, and then according to what tier level you have with Car Shield, they could deny your claim if you don't have the coverage for it. So be careful. Please do your due diligence and investigate. Investigate like I did. Look on Facebook, look on their website, and look on the Better Business Bureau. Look to see what everybody's posting. See for yourself, and you decide. Now, I probably would not be getting Car Shield, because I think it's just all a scam. I think you have to be very, very careful, and there is companies out there that that are in the business to take your money, and then when you do make a claim, they're, you know, very reluctant to pay it. You know, they're like, oh man, we got to pay this. Denied. So just be careful when you're looking into Car Shield, especially with a quote, because like I said, those representatives, they might be making a commission. That's what it sounds like to me. They're making a commission. That's why they're so pushy for you to buy the quote. So please do your due diligence with Car Shield.